How do I? Yeah. The Last of Us Part 2 could have been a masterpiece, but it wasn't. Instead, it was just a really good game. So, this video is spoiler free. I'm not gonna go into any specific story details. This is not my review. These are just my first thoughts after completing the game one time. Before I do my review, I want to complete the game 2 or 3 times. Stay tuned for my second playthrough. I'm gonna try to stream that in 720p, and I'm gonna give my, specific thoughts on scenes as we go along. But before I get into my first thoughts after completing the game, I want to thank you guys once again for your support. As some of you know, my financial situation isn't the best now due to how the world is, and I might be out of a home in the near future. Don't worry, if you're new, I won't be sleeping on the street. I'll be sleeping at my friends' couches, but I still want to be able to stay at my home, have my own home, sleep in my own bed, and not on a couch. And because I want to be able to stay at home a little bit longer, I got a sponsor for today's video that I've worked with in the past. And because you guys supported a sponsor and used my link last time, they wanted to work with me again. So I want to thank you for your support, and I hope that you can keep up the support, since in this case, it really did make a difference. So this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, and this time we got a special challenge for you. Use my special links in the description to get the game on mobile or PC. Beat Dragon Slayer on stage 1, screenshot this and tag me on social media with hashtag #SlayTheDragon to join the challenge me and other YouTubers are doing. The first 50 players to tweet beating the stage 1 dragon will receive 200 gems, 300 energy, 1 million silver, and 3 ancient shards. And compared to previous raid offers, this is the best new player package I've been able to give you guys. Rewards for downloading raid have never been better, with the best free champion, Lightsworn. Now is the time to check out Raid Shadow Legends. Stage 1 of Dragon's Lair can be found under the Dungeons tab in-game. Currently, Gaelic is still my favorite champion, so feel free to choose him as your starter. Be sure to complete your daily quest, they give great rewards. Don't hesitate when upgrading and investing in your starting champion. They're actually good and endgame viable. So go to the description, click on the special links, and if you're a new player, you'll get 100,000 silver plus 1 free champion. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. Thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. So, if you didn't know, part 1 is my favorite game that I've played so far. I did enjoy part 2 a lot. I mean, for me, it was a very, very good game. But what kept it from being a masterpiece is how the story was structured and how it was told through certain scenes. I support everything the story was trying to do and the direction it was heading, and like if you just showed me the story on paper, I would love it from a story standpoint, right? But there were some scenes that were executed in a way that they did unfortunately damage the game and held it back from being, once again, a masterpiece. It's mainly how they were executed and at what point in the game they took place. Part 1 story isn't really original if you look at it on paper. What it did, it's kind of been done in other mediums before, but the execution, how the scenes were put together, when the certain scenes happened, how they happened, that's what made it a masterpiece. And in part 2, the execution of certain scenes and when they happened in the game, unfortunately, yeah, it held back the game's potential, in my opinion. Without going into specific details, some scenes, some parts of the game felt like Neo reusing a formula that he's done before because of where these scenes, these parts in the game took place. I'm gonna go into more in detail what they are in my story review. I'm gonna do a spoiler-free review, then I'm gonna do a spoiler review where I'll go into detail so you know what I specifically mean. But basically, Neo/Naughty Dog have done this formula in 3 Naughty Dog games now. And if they keep doing this in a similar way for the 4th time, like, when you do a thing similar again and again, it becomes less special, less impactful. And if they do this a 4th time, it would be very damaging. So I hope in the future, whether it's Last of Us 3, whether it's a new IP, that they don't stick to that same formula and do that thing again, that they don't rehash that again. There's also some other scenes and moments in the game that felt tedious and felt a little bit stretched out, but majority of the time, I love the game. I enjoy the game a lot. But these few scenes, these few moments, they ultimately held back the game's potential, in my opinion. I almost low-key think that if you just re-edited the, like, I don't know, the scenes maybe, or if certain scenes took place, like, in other parts of the game, maybe you could even have the exact same scenes, but they take place, yeah, in different parts of the game. That probably, for me, at least, would have made the game a lot better. And if this wasn't The Last of Us, if this wasn't a Naughty Dog game with amazing graphics, amazing gameplay, incredible acting, and the amazing, the insanely incredible music from Gustavo Santaolalla, if this wasn't that, if this didn't include the things I listed, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed this game due to those damaging scenes, how they were structured, the reuse of the formula. You'll see later what I mean. Again, I support the direction and loved what the story was trying to do. Like I said, if you showed this, like if I read it on paper and, you know what I'm saying, if I didn't know which scenes were executed in what way, and you know what I'm saying, the general story, amazing. Loved it. This is my opinion, first time after playing the game. Again, there will be a review, there will be like, I'm gonna play it again, I'm probably gonna play it 3 times before I give my all-around like in-depth opinion and, you know, yeah, shit like that. I didn't rush the game, I took my time to read notes, pick up stuff, I, you know, did all the optional conversations that popped up. I even just stopped for moments in the game and just panned the camera around, looking at the environments, looking at the scenery, stuff like that. But yeah, enough rambling, enough repeating. The final summarization. Part 2 could have been a masterpiece, and it hurts, like, even, like, it hurts that it was just a really, really good game. Like, my expectations, you know what I'm saying, and the standards should, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it was really hard for this game to fill, basically. I enjoyed it quite a lot, but it hurts that it wasn't a masterpiece. Yeah. That is my thoughts after finishing the game the first time, and I said I was gonna be honest, and I'm honest, and you'll see more honesty when I go into specifics, alright? When you see my initial playthrough, like it's taking a lot of time to render, I'll upload sections, like I'll probably upload reactions to sections of the game. You'll think, when you see my playthrough, my first playthrough, you'll think there's some moments that I hate the game and some moments that I love the game. My initial reaction does not reflect how I feel about the game. This right now, my thoughts right now might not reflect how I feel about the game later on. But for right now, those are my first thoughts after finishing the game. Thank you for watching, like, share, comment, do whatever you want to do. Endure and survive, and I'll see you when I see you.